Wild Instincts, More Than Human Series, Book 3. Written by S.E. Smith. Narrated by Bethanne Reid. Prologue. Forest Lands, Pacific Northwest, 7 years prior. Muffled giggles filtered through the forests, catching the attention of a young barred owl weaving its way through the dense canopy of old-growth conifers that covered the area. The owl swooped down and landed on the branch of a magnificent spruce, its eyes following the two young girls who raced along an animal trail cut through the tall, thick ferns. The spring chill had passed, and the early days of summer gripped the lush green landscape. The girls, dressed in simple hand-woven clothing, stood out against the forest floor. Their brown and blonde hair flowed behind them as they ran, as wild as they were. "Wait up, Jayden!" Jayden laughed as she ran along the trunk of a fallen tree. She hopped down on the other side and crawled under it to hide. A moment later, Ella jumped down. Jayden reached out from her hiding spot under the massive trunk and grabbed Ella's slender ankle, making her jump. Ella squealed with surprise, turning toward Jayden as she fell to the forest floor in a heap of laughter. Jayden grinned back at her friend. Ella leaned forward and wiped a hand covered in dirt along Jayden's cheek. "You look like one of those forest creatures that the elders warn us about," Ella teased. "I am one of those forest creatures." "We both are," Jayden replied, crawling over to sit next to Ella. Ella laid back against the soft, moss-covered ground and stretched out, placing her dirty, bare feet on the trunk of the dead tree. She folded her arms under her head to cushion it and stared up at the swaying treetops and blue sky dotted with dense, fluffy white clouds. It was a beautiful summer day, a welcome relief from the cold rains of spring. Jayden flopped over onto her back and did the same. She reached into the pocket of her beige tunic and pulled out a piece of bread left over from their meager breakfast. She ripped it in half and held a piece out to Ella. Ella sat up and reached for the paltry offering as if she were being offered a piece of cake, something neither of them had ever tasted. "I'm glad winter is done," Ella said as she picked a tidbit of the bread off. "Me too." Ella looked at Jayden with a look of regret. "I'm sorry, Jayden." Jayden sat up and shrugged. "There's nothing to be sorry about. It's not your fault." Jayden fingered the bread she was holding.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?